What's good, everybody? It's your man CJ, one half of the dynamic duo, the Traveling Heartbeats, and I just ran across some interesting things that I thought you all should know. Now, once again, when it comes to this cruise talk, I am not the cruise guy. I don't deliver the cruise news, but I react to it as I hear it and as it comes. So, let's get right to it. The Bahamas dropped an executive order. From what I've heard this, that they dropped an executive order that nobody over the age of 12 can come on the island if they are not vaccinated. What does that mean? Well, from what I'm hearing, is that if you are over the age of 12, which is the legal age of vaccination here in the United States, if you are over the age and you do not have a vaccine or can't prove that you've been given a vaccination shot, then you will not be allowed to go on a Bahamas island, a Bahamas sailing, if you will. They are not even allowed to enter the port. Enter the ports. They are not playing, ladies and gentlemen. And I thought this was quite interesting. But apparently there are some exceptions for those with medical and religious reasons. But I'm not sure, and I'm not even sure if that's something that you would even want to play with at this point. Because we've seen so many situations where people have been waiting up until the last day before the cruise to get exemptions. And that to me is very, very, very nerve-wracking. I would not want to be in that situation. And obviously you can't tell people what to do, but at this point in time, with the way everything is just so uncertain, I could not, if you're not vaccinated, I could not recommend going on a cruise. I wouldn't recommend going on a cruise, but again, ladies and gentlemen, you do what you want. But to me, the risk is just way too high, and it just doesn't the reward doesn't outweigh it, if you ask me. Now, with all that waiting, all that anxiety, all that not knowing, and if we're going to sell and if we're not going to sell, who has time for that? I know I don't. And that's crazy because with all these cruise lines owning property in the Bahamas, owning islands in the Bahamas, you can't even step foot there. The government over there is not playing because they understand what happened last time. And it is what it is. Now, some of these cruise lines are heading towards the 100% vaccination mark, like Norwegian Cruise Line, and Carnival is probably at about 95%. But I know Disney, and I'm hearing that MSC, now don't quote me on this, but I'm hearing that MSC is saying that no kids can sail. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not the official cruise news person. I just react to it as it comes to me. But I think this is I do feel sorry for the people who've invested money and now to hear news like this, because I'm sure people have been saving. You have some people that have waited to go on a cruise for over a year plus, and it's just probably devastating news for them because they cannot get on the cruise ship and do something that they really love to do. Shout out to the homie Michael Bailey, who is the president of Royal Caribbean. Let me get this up because I got the computer right here. Yeah, y'all, that's the cruise news on the fly. This is how much I rock with the heartbeats and heartbreakers. So I'm gonna just read you what he put on his Facebook page. The Bahamas, and this is coming straight from Michael Bailey, the president of Royal Caribbean. The Bahamas has introduced an executive order which only allows cruise ships to enter any Bahamian port, including private destinations, meaning their private islands. Only if all guests over the age of 12 are fully vaccinated, effective September 3rd. So what does this mean? Along with the U.S. Virgin Islands order a couple of weeks ago, it also means that all of our ships sailing from Florida and all U.S. ports around the world, in all U.S. ports and ports around the world, will require all eligible guests to be fully vaccinated. Only kids under 12 from USA ports who cannot yet be vaccinated can sail, subject to testing and protocols. So that's the statement from the homie Michael Bailey. It's a crazy situation. Like it really is a crazy situation because it's not like that you can't go anywhere else in the world without a vaccination, pretty much. I know they are starting to force people to do certain things, and I'm not going to get into that on this channel. This is not the channel for it. I'm just bringing y'all what they're saying. But if I can be honest with you for a moment, I just wouldn't play with it. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend flying, especially if you're not from the state of where the cruise port is. I wouldn't recommend flying all the way to the cruise port just to have something to go down, because these things are changing every day. So who knows? Who knows? But ladies and gentlemen, that has been my reaction to the cruise news. And shout out to all the heartbeats and heartbreakers who have been rocking with us, all the new subscribers. We greatly appreciate it. We are on the road to 1,000, ladies and gentlemen, and it would mean a lot to us if you can help us get there. So please press that like button, press that subscribe button, check out our Carnival Horizon cruise vlogs. And at this point, we are trying to figure out what we want to do for my birthday. We're going on a cruise September, the beginning of September. We just don't know if we want to get back on the Horizon because they got some amazing deals right now, or if we want to get on the Mardi Gras. And if we do whichever one we choose, it's going to be a back-to-back. But the Horizon is going to places on my birthday that we have not been. There's going to be all new ports for us. So help me out, heartbeats and heartbreakers, in the comments. Let me know how you feel, and let me know how you also feel about this situation that's taking place at hand. Carnival, man. Carnival, Norwegian, MSC, all these other cruise lines, man, you just don't know. It's so hard to tell and so hard to keep up with what's about to happen at this point. So y'all let me know in the comments, how do y'all feel? Are you going to take a cruise? Are you fully vaccinated? Do you feel safe on a cruise? Let me know how you feel in the comments, and I'll be sure to interact with you. So will Didi. And once again, until we see you next time, maybe later on today, because you never know what's going to pop off, we'll see you when we see you. Peace.